Hey, what is going on, guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome to another Exo Zombies video. We don't make many Exo Zombie videos that much, but now we finally have a new Exo Zombies map, Mayday 2.0, otherwise known as Carrier. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys today about Oz. Oz is pretty much the only character in Exo Zombies that's actually worth anything, and Oz has a lot going on with him in this map. Just to give you guys a quick rundown, in the Carrier opening, Linux shoots Oz in the face, and Oz says that his mind was lifted. The fog from his mind was lifted, and now he can see clearly. And also, the main characters are trying to ask why Linux shot him. Why did you just shoot Oz for no reason? And Linux tells them basically straight up that Oz is not a person. He is a thing. He's like a test subject, and he is the reason that this whole outbreak started. He is literally patient zero. He doesn't say the word patient zero, but it's on all the walls inside the Exo Zombies map. So Oz is literally where this whole outbreak started. If you look at the name Oz, OZ, a lot of people are making the correlation that OZ stands for original zombie. Oz is the original zombie of this whole outbreak, which is very, very odd. So one might ask, how is Oz a zombie, and what about the other characters? Well, basically, from what I can tell so far, is that Oz was somehow being tested on. I don't know exactly for what reason. I don't know exactly what Atlas was testing on him for. My friend Siphon has some really good theories about that. If you guys go check him out, I'm sure he'll have a video on it. But the main thing is that Oz was tested on, and that test went wrong, okay? And his body is the source of the outbreak, apparently. Everything that went wrong started with him, and he is patient zero. You have the other three characters who are other test subjects as well. I don't exactly know where they fall into place, but from playing the new Carrier map, I've heard Linux say in the game, talking to the other characters, that he literally believes they could be the cure to all this. They're very special, they're very important, and they're the exact opposite of Oz. So basically what you have is you have Oz, who's a tested on subject, who's the spawn of this whole virus. He is the carrier of this virus, and then you have the three other characters who somehow survive this virus or in some way can cure the virus. It's a very odd idea. I need to really develop it more in my head, but one thing I wanted to tell you guys that I think no one's really made the connection to at all is the map Carrier. The name Carrier makes so much more sense now that I think about it. A lot of people are always on Twitter saying that the map names for Exo Zombies completely suck, and even I say that. I hate the map name Carrier. I really thought that that was a terrible generic name for this map. It was just really stupid. I mean, they just literally call it like Carrier, like a ship. But now that I'm thinking about it, the carrier doesn't really mean ship. It more or less means the carrier of the virus, the host of the virus. I know it sounds crazy, but I literally think they could be meaning that in the name of this map. If you look at all the maps we've had beforehand, we have outbreak, infection, and then carrier. Carrier just seems out of place. We have other names having to do with diseases and things like that, and then we have carrier. So I think, my personal theory is that Carrier has to go along with the story right now. It has to go along with the fact that Oz was the carrier of the virus. He was patient zero. He was where all this went wrong originally, and for some reason when they were testing on him, it caused a zombies outbreak or something along those lines. I don't exactly know what yet. What I do know other than that is that Oz can come back to life. He is returning in some way. It didn't kill him. When he shot him, it didn't kill him. And even Linux said in the cutscene that Oz wasn't going to die. He was just going to come back. He'll live. He said something along the lines of that barely does any damage to Oz. I'm not exactly sure what he says. I might have to rewatch it, but it's something along those lines. Like Oz is just going to come back in some way. And Oz is now, if you saw in the intro cutscene, he's now really, really mad and he's a zombie. So I'm not exactly sure what exactly is going on, but the storyline overall is getting a lot more interesting, guys, and I'm very, very excited to see where it actually ends up in DLC 4 and where it ends up, hopefully, with the Easter egg. I hope the Easter egg progresses things. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you think Oz is the source of all this madness, and what exactly happened to him? Because now we have all this talk that he's an AI in the map and he's the announcer and all this stuff, so I don't know exactly how that's happening. I really don't want him to become a Samantha from Extinction. I saw Siphon say that on Twitter as well, and I'm just like, please don't let that happen. I don't want to see any more resemblances to zombies from Treyarch or from Extinction. I want this to be its own thing, its own story, and when you have, you know, new announcers and things like that, it just really reminds me of Treyarch, and I just want them to do their own thing with the storyline overall. But tell me in the comments below what you guys think. This has been a quick little breakdown of what exactly happened to Oz. I have so much more theorizing to do about Oz and about this whole situation because a lot of it is very unclear. But tell me in the comments below what you think. This has been JC, and I will see you guys on the next Mayday 2.0 video. Have a good one.